This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. All right, and before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahweh Bashem Shai Brakathum to you, hopefully elect out there. All right, and hey, Jake is tired, man. You know, Jake is bugged out. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down to verse 28. In Deuteronomy 28 and 28, it says, "The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. Oh, no man shall save thee." All right. And, no one was going to be able to deliver us out of the situation except Yahweh Shai. All right. But we got to endure a little longer. Because, hey, this hellhole that we're in, it's almost over. The Commonwealth of Israel is coming. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, because a part of the gospel, a part of the good news, is to let you Israelites know that, again, the struggle, the nightmare, this shit is almost over, man. As I've been saying, how America is not the end-all be-all. This is not the final destination. This is just merely a pit stop along the way. All right, and that's exactly what it has been for our people, as far as being in this system of Esau Edom, being enslaved to these elites, being tributaries. All right, Jake is out here working her ass off to barely make ends meet. And again, because Jake is tired, man. Jake is tired, and Jake is bugging out, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with these curses. All right, these curses due to our sins, our iniquities, going off against Yahweh Shema Shai. It's not only until we wake up to this truth where these things make sense, but hey, I'm gonna go back to verse 22. Verse 23 again. It says, "And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron." All right, because again, here it is. Jake is working her ass off, man. But if it's not one thing, it's another. Jake is stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. Which sparked me to do this quick lesson. So just real quick.
Y'all, I've had a series of fucking panic attacks at fucking work today. Like, we are not supposed to live like this, y'all. Like, I'm on lunch and I don't want to go fucking back in, y'all. We shouldn't have to struggle so fucking hard and then struggle to operate, struggle to function as a person trying to make it. Like, what the fuck, y'all? And I don't have a solution. Like, I don't know, y'all. This ain't fucking it, y'all. This ain't fucking it. I did not picture life being this fucking bullshit.
So yeah, and like I said, like I be saying, this ain't it. This is not the end all be all. Again, Jake is tired, man. The struggle is real for our people. But again, because the solution is Yahweh Shai. All right, because only through Yahweh Shai and Him coming back, taking these devils out of power, redeeming us. All right, taking down this system. Because I'm gonna go to this real quick. Because this system was designed to keep you down, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. This system was designed to keep you on the bottom. So if I could find this real quick. In Isaiah 51. Isaiah 51 and verse 14. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed. All right, because again, to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, men and women, all right, kings and princesses, you know, um, hey, being that we are in exile, all right, you know, because again, this is not it. And you know, Jake is again inquiring, wondering. And again, it only makes sense. It only clicks as we are called into this truth, the water to Yahweh Shemal Shah, because this ain't it, man. The water to Yahweh Shemal Shah, that this is not the end all be all. Because if it was, then we are completely through. We're completely finished. And you see, Jake is wondering. Jake, because it's just like there's got to be more to it than this, man. There's got to be more to it than this. Jake is working their whole lives, man, just to die. You know, you get up just to die, man. You get up just to work, just to make sure that we get up to work just to further Esau's kingdom and make sure that their children don't have to work. You know? And again, it's just not supposed to be like this, because again, being that we're gods, we're kings and princesses in exile, and the world was created for our sakes, and the world was created for us to enjoy. And I always say this, because it's not granted for 2/3 to know. It's not it's not granted for 2/3 to get it on the side, but even contained within their spirit, man, they just know that it's got to be more to it than this. Jake just know, man, that you know this ain't life. We're not living. All right, as the Apostle Gabal often makes a statement, how we're merely surviving at best, man. We're not living. This isn't life. All right. Again, here it is. The Lord created the world for us to actually be able to enjoy it. You know, I'm gonna get this real quick in 2nd Ezra 6, starting at 54. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Because you know, something that has been on my mind very heavily lately, because the scriptures talk about being that, you know, this saying came into the world through Adam, which for those that have ears to receive was Yahweh Shai. All right, and Yahweh Shai is referred to in the scriptures as the first Adam and the last Adam. All right, because ultimately, the Alpha and Omega. You know, it started with Yahweh Shai. It's gonna end with Yahweh Shai again. That's where our redemption is going to come, when Yahweh Shai makes his second return and gets us the hell out of here, and we're freed, we're liberated. All right, you know, because the scriptures tell you, "Oh Adam, what hast thou done, man?" It's just like, man, you know, if Adam didn't go off, or if Eve didn't cause Adam to go off, man, then you know, because it was never made for an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Indian man or woman to work like this, to live like this. Again, the Lord created the world for our sakes. All right, so this isn't right. This isn't normal. This is not how it's supposed to be. But you know, the Lord had to teach us a tough lesson. All right, so going back to verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. You see, you know, it's even more vexing because, you know, we're being subjected to our own creation. You know, start with Yahweh Shai first and foremost. You know, it says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and devour us. And we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? You see, you know, because again, the Lord had to teach us a valuable lesson, because at one point we had the kingdom. All right, get this real quick. Because that way, when we get back up in power, man, Lord willing, soon, we're going to appreciate righteousness that much more. All right, we're going to appreciate paradise that much more. Because when we had it, going back to the garden, hey, we were like spoiled children, and we didn't really appreciate righteousness. Well, hey, again, it was a necessary evil for us to experience the wickedness, this evil. All right, because again, as kings, we're supposed to know righteousness and wickedness. All right, if everything was just all righteous, how would you know wickedness? Well, now that we've experienced the wickedness, hey, again, when we get set back up in power, we're going to appreciate righteousness that much more. But it was never set up, you know, for us to be in this position forever. All right. It was never set up for an Israelite man or woman to lift a finger and to be living like this. So I'm going to get this real quick. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat all of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field, and the sweat of thy face thou shalt eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shall thou return. So, like I said, man, it's set up now to where, hey, Jake is literally being worked to death. Just we're in this settlement, we're just working, so-called living to die, man. And this is not how it's supposed to be. But like I keep saying, the Lord had to teach us valuable lessons, because at one point we had it. I'm gonna read verse 17 again. It says, and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. All right, because you see, again, we didn't have to work for nothing. Everything was handed to us on a silver platter. We were like spoiled children. We were like spoiled children, man. Man, it wasn't until Adam sin went off, hey, that's when we had to work by the sweat of our brow, man. This is what we had to work everything. We were made subject unto our servants. The whole earth is under subjection. The whole earth is crying out, because quite frankly, the whole earth is waiting on the sons of God, man, the Israelites, to get back up in power, starting with Yahushua. And again, that's why we are going to appreciate it that much the more. Because our law, statutes, and commandments are going to be implemented. Everything's going to flourish, righteously. Everything's going to be fruitful in abundance. That's why I said, man, we had to experience this necessary evil. All right. And that way, when we get back up in power, man, hey, we're going to appreciate that righteousness that much more. I'm going to go back to Isaiah 51 and verse 14. The captive exiled hasteneth, that he may be loosed. And that's what the hopeful elect, we're crying out, man. Hey, we want to be free, because Jake is like a contained box. Jake is like an animal in a contained box, man. Like I said, we just knew in our spirit there was much more to it than this, man. We just knew there was more to it than this. This can't be it. This can't be the end all be all, man. There's got to be more to it than this. Well, again, the water to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, there is more to it, much more than what we can even begin to fathom. It says, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. All right, so that was a point, because it said, and that he should not die in the pit. And we believe, according to the prophecies and according to faith, man, that this is the last time, this is the last go around, this is the last captivity. We're getting ready to be liberated, set free. All right, and Lord willing, that we're not going to die in this pit, because like how Shai told the disciples 2,000 years ago, there'll be some of you that shall not taste of death. All these things. Pretty much this will be the last generation. All right, that will see all these things be fulfilled. To roughly paraphrase. Right, this is the last time that some brothers, some individuals on the earth right now, that are not going to be born through the womb of a woman again, man. We believe that through faith. You know, so this is the last go around, man. You know, the last captivity, the last time we're gonna fall. All right, this is it. You know, that's why I said earlier, man. We just gotta endure a little longer, man. Just a little longer, because this shit is almost over with. This shit is almost over with. But you know, hey, you know, like Jake said, man, hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, man. This is not how it's supposed to be. This is not what it's about. All right, this is not what it's about. You know, but soon, man, DTA soon. You know, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. All praise to Yahweh Bashemal Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashemal Shai, Barakatam to you, hopeful elect. Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.